Good morning, Kushal. Thank you for joining in today's interview. How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir.
Awesome. So, Kushal, before you proceed, can you give a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Kushal Gaba and I live in Faridabad. I done my BTech in CSC from MIT University. And in 2018, I got placed in Usable Bytes Private Limited as MIS executive, currently working as a senior business analyst, and where my roles and responsibilities are in ETL and in visualization. In ETL, I use the tool of Alteryx and SQL. And for visualization, I use the tool of Tableau, where I get the data, which is very unorganized data. So I load the data. I do ETL, data manipulation, data cleansing, so that once that data get ready, I load it into BI tool to get some insights and meaningful insights from that, make some dashboards. And my primary skills are in Alteryx and in Tableau, and secondary skills is in SQL. And basically, I had worked in a domain of e-commerce. And recently, I had done a project of campaign where I use the KPI of where I use KPI like dual axis, and I had done some custom chart like butterfly and donut chart. And we had done this project using Agile methodology.
Okay. So, as you mentioned that you have been following Agile, right?
Yes, sir.
So, can you explain that how you used to get the requirements from the clients and how the tasks were distributed between the team members?
Yes, sir. First, we do the sprint planning, sir, where we get the where we understand the project, where there is a client, a project manager who act as a who play a role as a scrum master, and we have a developer and QA. So we understand the project, and then we decide the timeline of 2 weeks. And then we distribute the decide the complexity of the project according to the duration of the project. Higher the complexity, uh, it will decide the number of hours and efforts in it. So we do a sprint planning, and then we had scrum calls on the daily basis, where we decide what we had done yesterday, what we are doing today, and if there are some blockers. And then we do a sprint review, uh, where we get to know about the status of the project. And then we have retrospective session where we talk about the any positive or any uh, new innovations we had done in the project.
Okay. So, talking about your last project that you have worked, can you explain what were the major KPIs of that project and how did you achieve those KPIs?
Okay, so basically the project was a campaign where we had 4 modes, uh, where there is three number of campaigns are three, campaign 1, 2, and 3, and we have a duration of February to July. Campaign started from February to July, and there are 4 modes of doing that campaign, that is newspaper, banner, online, and magazine. So the main objective is to find out the spending of per product per week, what is the spending. So the major challenging part is that we have to decide from which day we have to consider to be start. So we took Friday as a start date, and we had given a duration time, not a specific date, but a duration. So we use delimiter to split the duration 1 and duration 2. And these duration are of different days. Some are Tuesdays, some are Wednesdays, some are Fridays. We had made all the date as a Friday by using a date-time format tool. And then at last we come to the conclude that we had used the KPIs of uh, uh, a donut chart, where we have finally in the conclusion that online magazine or the four modes are there. So we use dual axis to compare with a bar and the line, so that it gives us trend of 140 weeks. So the duration is of 140 weeks. So we use dual axis and donut.
Okay, fine. So what are different data sources you have used to achieve this?
We had given a single data source.
What was it?
Excel.
So you're not
Excel.
connected in any databases?
It was sir, Excel in its Excel form.
Excel form. So have you worked on Tableau projects by connecting to any database?
Yes, SQL Server. I had
SQL Server. What's the volume of data you have handled so far? Maximum volume?
maximum volume of 50,000 rows approximately.
50,000. So why are you using Tableau for that? You can do it in Excel as well.
Tableau I use for visualization tools to making some to make dashboards.
1,000 rows, don't you think that Tableau is a very expensive tool for 50,000 records to be displayed through any visualization? Okay, not a problem. So coming on to being a Tableau developer. From an Alteryx developer, you are working as a Tableau developer. So are you handling both the things at the same time, ETL together with Tableau development?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are complications do you face when you work in both the domains at the same time, like ETL together with Tableau?
Basically, I do ETL in Alteryx. I don't do ETL in I load clean data in Tableau. First, I do ETL in Alteryx, and once data get ready, then I load it into Tableau.
So what all challenges do you face while working as an Alteryx developer and as a Tableau developer? What all challenges do you face on a daily basis?
Yeah, I face some challenges, like there are some leading and trailing spaces are there in the data. There are many null values are there, blank values are there. Last project we had spending amount there, and then in that amount there is a sign of dollar. So we have to remove that sign, so that calculation will get easy for us to change. We change the data type. We see the data type of each of the column. We took the necessary columns which we need in the further procedure, and then if any date time format is correct or not, if any day if there are a name of the customers, so is there any delimiter used or not. So that's the kind of data analysis we do.
Okay. So coming on to your concepts of relationships and blend, have you used both relationships, all the three relationship joins and blend to create your database repository?
Yes, sir.
Where did you use blend?
Sir, when we have different data sources, we use blend.
How have you used? Can you tell me a use case that you have used in your project, any one of your previous projects?
Yes, sir. There are two different data sources. First one is of CSV file, and second one is of SQL. So we connected both with different data sources, and then we had done blending there.
What was the reason why you had to do blend?
Sir,
what was the KPI due to which you had to go for blend?
Sir, in blending, it first aggregate the data and then it join. But in joining, it join first and then it aggregates the data.
No, I'm not asking the difference between join and blend. My question is that what was the requirement due to which you had to blend the data? So what fields were coming from which data source? What all other fields were coming from the other data source? Can you talk about a little bit more about it?
Sir, in both the different data sources, there are data which is interconnected with each other, but their columns are different. So we have to merge both the tables. and we have find the column key factor, primary key in both the table to blend that files.
So my question was, I wanted to hear an example of your KPIs of the project, but anyways, it's fine. Do you know what is a context filter?
Yes, sir. Context filter is which is used filter in filter. It is independent filter. It is higher in rank. So, for example, there is a category and subcategory and sales. And if I put both three of them in the same table, and I have to find the top three subcategories per category of subcategory of sales, top three. Then when I do context filter on category, then I get to know the each category of top three subcategories of sales there. When I put add to context.
Data source filter and a context filter.
Data source filter comes before the context filter. Data source filter is that it modifies the data according to the given condition.
It's modification as in how it will modify a data. It's a filter, right? It will filter out a data. It cannot modify it on its own. So what's the difference? Yeah, definitely data source comes before context filter. But what's the difference between these two? They are both filtering out the data.
In data source filter, if I filter out the data, then after the data get into Tableau, after the data source filter, the context filter will not take that data because I had filtered that data in data source already.
Yeah, that is the priority level. So whatever filtering out you are doing in the data source, it will do the filter there. And then it will come to context filter. Then based on the data that we have, context filter will act on that. So that is the priority level. But what's the difference between these two? I'm not asking about the order of operation. I know extract is the first, second is data source. But what's the difference between these two filters?
So not able to recall right.
Okay, not a problem. What was your role on the Tableau server side when you were working on the project? Means
so Explorer plus Publisher.
Explorer can publish. Okay. So on the server side, when you publish the data, do you publish only the dashboard or do you publish together with the data source?
Sir, both. I use embedded data source so that I upload the data as well as the data source.
Okay, fine. So for example, if there are some changes that have happened in the data source, someone might have accidentally deleted the data source. So what will you do to retrieve the data?
I use refresh resource.
What will you refresh? The data source is only gone. What will you refresh? No? Okay, not a problem. So I will ask you, Kushal, to share your screen. I will ask you a few questions, some problem statements I'll give. So Shanu, you can take it over from here. Shanu, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Kushal. Should we proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I'm giving you one scenario. If we want to create bar chart for the category and the subcategory by sales, okay, do this. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So I want to create the bar chart. Okay. Now add the average line for each pane. Done?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to know is that the bar above the average line, that should be in the green color, and the bar that is below the average line, that should be in the red color.
Below it with you want red color and above average.
Above will be in green color. Should I repeat my question again?
You want bar color.
Yeah, so the bar above the average line, that should be in the green color for each pane. So the pane is there, the furniture, first pane, and the second pane will be the office supply, and the third pane will be technology, right? Kushal, see the chairs, tables that are above the average line. Okay, so that bar should be in the green color, and the bookcases and the furnishing both below the average, and that should be in the red color. But can you see in the office supply the binders, or after binder there is appliances that is above the average line, but it is in the red color, so we need to make it in the average color. Okay, I want to ask you one more question. Do you aware about the window function?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me the window function? What is window function? How it function?
And window function is like where we do partition by. We use over clause. So there are row number, rank, dense rank where we use. So it work as a group by. Partition by act as a group by. So yes, I had done.
Okay, so in Tableau, where you will apply window function? As you said, it's grouped the things. It groups the columns or the rows or the data. So how you can use the window function here?
For example, customer name and sales are there, and I want to find out the ranking of the customer.
Okay.
So I can use rank here in this.
Okay. Okay. So come to the sheet one. Okay, so what you can do here, as I ask you that you have need to make the average line, the bar should be in green, which is above the average line. So what window function, as you said, window function, what it does, it creates the groups. So you can use the window function here. You can explore that later. Okay, I'm just suggesting you what you can do for this kind of scenarios. Okay, and okay, so we should move to next question. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Please clear this. Yeah. Okay. So I want to add the title for the single measure. How we can do that?
Sorry, ma'am, didn't get your question.
I want to add the title for the single measure.
Single measure.
Yeah.
So I can use here sheet 3.
It should be like it should be the category wise sales is there. Then I want to make it in the form of text. Yeah. Cross tab. Create the cross tab for that. Use the category in the column. Any dimension. Yeah. Okay, so now here sum of sales is what measure. Now
Yes.
I want the name for that in cross tab. Yeah, here.
You want?
After category, there is 742 20,000.
Yes.
So that what will be the name for that? How you can create that?
So you want sales here written.
Yeah. Okay. If there is two or more measures is there, how then you are going to create the name for that? Like there is profit quantity as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. So now I want to create, or I want to know the current year. Okay. So I want to know the current year YTD sales and the previous year YTD sales.
Current year.
Yeah. Kushal, the current year is 2023.
2022.
Yeah. Your order date have only 2000 the data till 2016.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, not an issue. Okay, so tell me, you create and tell me one more thing that you have used the date add function there. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what 7 is doing there? Like, what is the
For 2016, I had to add 7 interval to make it 2023. So
oh,
it can fetch the today's date.
okay. Do. Okay.
This is current year.
Mhm. So this is the current year sales, and I want the current year YTD sales. Like we are in April month. So today's date is 13th, I guess. Okay. So I want the data for the current year till 13th April 2023. Okay, Kushal, if I want to add the 7 years in this year of order date, what will be your logic for that?
If you want 7 years to add,
Like we are in 2023.
mhm.
I want to add 7 years. That's so how we are going to do that? What will be your approach for that?
So you want 2031 30.
2023. The current year is 2023, and you
Yes.
have the data till 2016. So if you want to have all the data till 2023, what logic will you apply?
Ma'am, I had done this. Uh, I will create this calculated field for this.
So, okay, tell me whatever calculation you have done here. This calculation is doing what? Like what output you are going to get from this?
So the data is of 2016.
Okay.
I want today's. I want year to today's. I I have to find out the data difference from the today. So I use today calculated field of today
Okay.
function.
Okay.
And
So like you have used date at year 7 order date. So less than equals to today. So what it is going to give you? This part only.
this part will add 7 to all the years
Okay. Till
till today.
today. So it will be the date or day. This calculation is for day or for the year.
Year.
Year till today.
Yes.
Okay, now come to the next year date at year 7 order date, that is equals to year of today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, like you want to say that that the 2023, if we are going to see that in the number, the calculation you have written, that is going to be equals to 2023. Year 2023 equals to year 2 today. Okay,
Mm.
so
Mm.
this whole is giving you the current year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but if you will drag this calculation on the canvas, what it will do, it will give you the current year, whole current year sales. Okay, but can you see that in your canvas 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, where is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23? How it is going to show there? So first you need to add that 7 years. So what you have written here, date at year 7 order date, create one year new order date where you need to write the order date equals to date at year 7 order date. So you will get the date for till date data, and you can see that on your canvas. Okay, so okay, leave that. Now I want to know that if I want to know previous year sales, how you are going to calculate that. Make changes in your previous calculation. No need to create another one.
I will do minus.
Okay, 2023 seventh year. 2022 will be sixth year.
Hmm.
Okay, so can you define me what is date add as you use date add? So tell me what is date add.
I will use date diff here
Okay, why?
to find out the previous year. Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me what is date diff? What is date diff is going to do there?
It will give the difference of today's and last year's.
Okay, so whatever you have written, that is the correct sentence.
No, it's not correct, but I have to make some changes here.
Mhm.
Basically, I will do with different calculation. I will make this as one part, this as one part, and then I will make another calculated field where I use previous year date function, uh, because in I am doing in this one canvas, so I getting little bit confused.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what you can do that. See, whatever you are we don't need to use date diff, because date diff what it do, it is going to give you the difference between two dates. Okay. So like if I have the today or I have the order date, first order date, so it will give you the difference. So
Yeah, date add.
yeah. So the functionality of date add is that it will add or subtract from the date or to the date. So if you are going to minus something from there, it is going to give you the answer. So whatever I told you that you first need to get the order date, because your order date is like 2016. You need to get the order date till 2023. So first create the calculation for that. This calculation will be there like the year 7 order date. Okay, so what you will write that, yeah, remove that. You will write here that year of, you will write that order date equals to order date equals to whatever calculation you have written for the date at. You use this, yeah, date at, yeah, year 7. Okay, no, not that, not this. Okay, you do this. You do this by yourself. Explore that
Okay,
how you can create that. Okay.
okay,
Whatever we are going to share you the video, so you will get the questions from there and you can practice that. Okay,
okay.
so let's move to next question. Okay, now I want to create a cross tab, the category and the subcategory for sales.
Sorry, ma'am. Category and subcategory for sales.
Yeah, cross tab. Okay, now for each category highlight the maximum sales of subcategory.
You want uh, for furniture, you want only chair,
Hmm.
and for office supply, you want only storage.
This one is the maximum. Yeah, for technology phones will be the, yeah. I want that should be in, that should be highlighted. All other sales will be there, but like the chairs have the maximum sales, so it should be in the different color. You can do that. You can highlight that. Okay, let's move to next question. You can explore that later. For this, you need to calculate, you need to write the calculation. You explore that. Okay. So now I want you to create the subcategory wise percentage of sales. Okay. If percentage of sales less than 4%, then it should be -1. It will show -1. Okay. If percentage of sales is greater than 4 and less than 8, then it will show the 0, else 1.
Can you repeat?
Okay. If percentage of sales is less than 4%, then it shows 1. If percentage of sales greater than 4 and less than 8, then it will show 0, else 1.
Else one.
Yeah. See what error it's showing.
Identifier.
Okay. So what do we do for that? As you're using identifier like the less than 0.8. So whom you are comparing with and is the operator. If we are using operator or if we are using identifier, like if we are using any expression like less than equals to, we need to write the condition for there. We cannot directly compare that with a and operator or any kind of operator. And is operator here. Okay, Kushal. Okay, you can explore that later. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you can stop sharing your. Okay, okay, so you have done work on SQL as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so I want to give you one scenario for the SQL. Okay. Okay, so there is a table gold rate. Okay, write down.
Gold wave.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a table gold rate, and there is a two column like gold ID and the rate. So the gold ID have the gold date actually. So you can replace gold ID by the gold ID, date. Okay. So we have the date column. We have the rate column. Okay.
First column is of gold rate, then ID, and then date.
No, no. I said gold rate is the table.
Okay, gold rate table.
Okay. And we have the first column that is date, and the second column that is rate.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the data from 2015 to 2023. Okay, so I want to know the gold rate for like I want to know the gold rate for yesterday.
In SQL.
Yeah. Okay, you tell me that what we if you are going to calculate the today gold rate, then what function you are going to use?
We can use date diff.
No, in SQL, if we I want to know today. Yeah, so which function or which sentence
We can use now function or current date timestamp function.
now? Why now? What now gives us?
Now we'll give today's uh, current time and date.
Okay, so I'm asking you the yesterday. So whatever calculation you have done in Tableau, that if you want to know the yesterday, what you have done, you minus one from the data
Minus.
add function. You can use the same tool. Okay. Okay. So now, if I want to know there is a table, and there is a column name e name. There is a write down somewhere. There is a table. The name of table is employee. Okay, and
Yes.
a column name e name.
Okay.
Okay, there are multiple column name, but I am giving only one column name. Okay, e name. Now I want to know the name of employees who contains 5 characters. Okay, so display employee names who contains 5 characters.
We can use substring.
How? Write down the syntax in the chat box. Okay, so write down the whole sentence. Display employee names who contains 5 characters.
Yes, ma'am. This will display.
No. What if you are going to write this, you are going to write only this. You will not write select or something.
Oh, you want all proper syntax.
Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you what substring give you. Substring give you what whatever name on the fifth position. What?
I think contain function is also there. Contain.
So there is a operator like. You can use a
Like operator, yes. A percentage. Yes.
Tell me the difference between date part and the date name in SQL.
Date name will give all the months. For example, I want to fetch the name of month January, February, and date part will give the numbers January 1. Assign the number to the month accordingly.
Okay, okay, so it's like, okay, got it. Okay, so it's done from my side. So now relax. Okay. So what do you think? How was your interview?